welcome back again. We were discussing the second law of thermodynamics, and we discussed the or we stated the Kelvin-Planck statement, which is one way of stating the second law of thermodynamics. So, now in this lecture we will discuss the second statement, which is called as the Clausius statement. So, today's this lecture will be about Clausius statement. So, again just like Kelvin-Planck statement, I will copy this statement verbatim from the textbook. The statement is as follows. Again you will notice that this is also a negative statement. It does not tell you what you can do, it tells you what you can't do. Okay. So, it tells you it is impossible to construct a device that operates in a cycle and produces no effect other than the transfer of heat from a low temperature body to a high temperature body Okay. So, again let us try to unpack what this statement is trying to say. First of all, notice that just like Kelvin-Planck statement, this is also a negative statement. Okay. So, it tells you it is impossible. So, it tells you what is, so it starts with it is impossible, so it tells you what you can't do, it does not tell you what you can do. Okay. So, it somehow talks about, we can sense that this statement talks about transferring heat from a low temperature object to a high temperature object. Now, we know that what kind of devices do that. We know that refrigerators do this, refrigerators or heat pumps do this kind of work. They transfer heat from low temperature objects to high temperature objects. So, that means that the Kelvin-Planck statement, sorry, the Clausius statement is talking about refrigerators or heat pumps. Okay, that is the first example, and it tells you that a refrigerator or a heat pump which is working in a cycle, this statement tells you that a refrigerator which is working in a cycle, it will not be able to transfer heat from a low temperature body to a high temperature body without without producing any other effect, right, provided that this is, as I said earlier, this is working in a cycle. Okay. So, again I will repeat this, if a refrigerator that is working in a cyclic process, which they do, it cannot transfer heat from a low temperature object to a high temperature object without producing any other effect. Okay. So, what does that mean? Let us try to understand. So, let us go back to the definition of a refrigerator. So, you have a refrigerator, and we know that this refrigerator, it collects heat from a low temperature thermal reservoir, which we can demarcate with this temperature TL. Suppose it has temperature TL, collects some amount of heat QL, works in a cycle. So, this is working in a cyclic process and transfers some amount of heat to a high temperature reservoir which is at temperature Th. This heat can be QH, we call this heat QH, and in the process to do this you need to supply this refrigerator with work input, you need to supply it with work externally. So, this is W in, every cycle you need to provide it with some work. So, this Clausius statement tells you that this transfer of heat which is happening from a low temperature object to a high temperature object cannot occur by producing no other effect in the surrounding. So, by doing this, by transferring heat from a low temperature object to a from a low temperature object to a high temperature object, this refrigerator must produce some other effect on the surroundings. Okay. What is that other effect? So, here you can very clearly see that this other effect is coming from the work input, right. So, this is the other effect that this statement is talking about. Okay. So, here this refrigerator to transfer heat from a low temperature object to a high temperature object, this is not doing so without producing any other effect, it is producing some other effect. Why? Because you have to provide some work input for this refrigerator to operate, and for producing this work input. So, this work input has to come from somewhere, right, which means that something somewhere something else somewhere is changing. Okay. So, in transferring this heat this refrigerator is producing other effects. Now, the Clausius statement tells you that it is impossible to transfer this heat without producing any other effect, which means that you must have, or rather you cannot have W in equal to 0, right. If you had W in equal to 0, that means this refrigerator working in a cycle can just transfer heat from a low temperature object to a high temperature object, and you do not have to give in any work input, right. That means this refrigerator will produce no other effect in the environment or in the surroundings. Okay. So, the Clausius statement forbids W in from being 0. You must have W in larger than 0 for a refrigerator, or also for a heat pump. This works also for a heat pump. And if you think about it, this statement just tells you that heat, you cannot transfer heat from from a cold object to a hot object. If you put one cold object and one hot object side by side, heat cannot be transferred from cold object to the hot object without doing any work. It cannot flow on its own. Heat will not flow from the cold object to the hot object on its own. That is all this statement is saying, which at the end of the day might feel pretty mundane, because all of us from our everyday experience know that this does not happen. So, you might ask, what was the need for putting it in a formal statement? The need will be clear when we delve deeper into the meaning of this statement, of the Clausius statement. Okay. We will see that this is really this has really deeper consequences. And again, let me re-emphasize that, see, the fact that you need to provide some work input for transferring heat from a low temperature object to a high temperature object, it is not because of so called non-idealness. That means, it is not because the working fluid will have viscosity or there will be friction between the moving part, it is not because of that. This is a deep principle of nature. Just like in the Kelvin-Planck statement we said QL has to be larger than 0, just like that Wn has to be larger than 0, and this is a deep principle of nature. This is how nature works. Nature prevents you from having Wn as 0. So, let me quickly tell you how does this translate into COPs for refrigerators. So, we have seen that COP for a refrigerator can be defined as COP for a refrigerator is defined as QL divided by W in. Okay. And so, QL is non-zero, of course. So, that means W, and the Clausius statement tells you that W in has to be larger than 0, which means COP of a refrigerator must be less than infinity, right. This is the this is another way to state the Clausius statement. It tells you that you cannot construct a refrigerator which has infinite coefficient of performance, right. You can have refrigerators which has very large, but finite coefficients of performance, but it is not possible. Nature prevents you from constructing a refrigerator which has infinite coefficient of performance. So, that is another way to state the Clausius statement.